What's going on, you guys? It's your girl Ashay back at you with another video. In today's video, on this amazing Valentine's Day, we're going to be channeling some messages for the singles. So if you enjoy this type of content, go ahead and consider subscribing to my channel. And if it resonates with you, go ahead and give this video a thumbs up and comment down below and let me know how so. So let's go ahead and get into it. All right, so the first thing that we're going to be taking a look at, you guys, is we're going to be taking a look at, and I want to make these readings, you guys, as if I'm talking to you personally, because that's my reading style, you know, that's my reading style. So I wanted to feel like I'm talking to you personally. So let's just pretend that it's just me and you in the room right now, and I'm giving you a reading. Okay. All right. So let's go ahead and let's take a look at your current outlook on love. Okay, so this is pretty much going to be how open is your mind, how open is your heart. This card is going to show the state of your mind and your emotions right now, how available you are to give and receive love. This card can also show personal tools you may not even know that you have that can help you approach the situation you're currently dealing with. So let's go ahead and see. All right, so for singles, we have the Five of Swords coming out here, okay? And Five of Swords, baby, she don't lie, okay? You're not very open to love. You know, you're not very open to love right now. I feel like you feel very defeated. You don't want to start over. I talked about this in another reading on YouTube, but you know, you're in this space to where it's just too much work for you to start over. Like all the energy and time, and I have to get to know this person, and I have to, you know, do all these things and dating. I feel like it feels overwhelming for you. Okay. I feel like you're already defeating yourself before you're even started. Before you even get started, you are not even open. You don't give off that energy of like, hey, I'm looking to mingle. Hey, I'm looking for love. You see everybody that comes into your life seeking some type of romantic proposal with you. It's like, what type of bullshit are you on? What type of time are you on? I can smell bullshit from a mile away. Like everybody who approaches you or is interested in you, they already feel like you aren't giving them the benefit of the doubt. You're not giving them a chance because you're looking for a sneaky, underhanded behavior immediately. It's like one red flag that you see, it's over. Like, I'm blocking you. We're not talking anymore. I'm not gonna play these games with you. And, you know, in specific, I'm hearing that if somebody like, you know, just stop texting you in the middle of a conversation, then that's it for them. Like, you're like, no, I'm not playing these games. Like, I'm hearing the words like, I'm too grown for that. Like, I'm not tolerating that, you know. So as far as your mind, where your mind at is involving love, you feel very defeated. You know, you are in this self-sabotaging behavior as it relates to love, you know. And honestly, I feel like a lot of you guys are not really talking to people. You're leaving people on red. You ghosting people. You know, like there's a lot of people who really feel like they don't know why you stopped talking to them. They don't understand what happened. Like they don't have any understanding as to why you and them are no longer in communication. You don't feel the need to explain yourself anymore because of perhaps your past trauma and what you've dealt with. And maybe you felt like you over communicated in a past relationship. You overshared, you over discussed your trauma and your pains. And it led ultimately to someone being, you know, harmful and hurtful towards you. So you're very closed off as it relates to love. Your heart is definitely closed off. You're not available to give or receive love. Okay. I don't feel like you're open to give it. You're not open to receive it, you know? And that reminds me of the Justice card, because the Justice card is about you give what you receive. You receive what you give. And I feel like you're in this space right now to where you don't want to give it and you're not looking for it to be received to you because you're not trying to give it. It's, you know, you're not delusional about that. You know what I'm saying? You know, you're not putting nothing out, so you ain't getting nothing back. And if you're questioning or you're wondering why you can't attract people in your life and you're not understanding, you come across as very defensive here with the Five of Swords. You're coming across as very defensive, very on guard, okay, intimidating, okay, a little bully, all right, okay, friend, you come across as a little bully right now, and that's why you're unable to attract love in your life at this time, because you low-key a little aggressive. I feel like you be coming on strong with the questions, like, come on, let's do this little Q&A, and let me see what you about, and let me move on about my business with you. You know what I'm saying? And so you're not really opening yourself up to help you approach love in a new way. You're approaching love from a hurt like stance, if that makes sense, you know? And it's not because you're a bad person. It's not because you're mean or you're like grouchy. It's genuinely because you don't want to be hurt. You know, like that's it. Like you just don't want to be hurt. And so it's like, what do I have to do to avoid being hurt? But also it's so interesting because even though I feel like you want to avoid being hurt, you also are deeply desiring love. I don't care what you tell yourself, you're deeply desiring love. And I feel like you're hoping for someone to see past this rough interior, and that's going to give you a sign that they're worth it. Okay. And I want you to let you know as your spiritual bestie that that's toxic. Okay. I want to let you know as your spiritual bestie that that's toxic, okay? You're being toxic. No one should have to go through, all of these hoops, deal with you, not texting them back for weeks at a time, deal with you being sassy and you being, rude and stuff like that, and you see if they're willing to deal with you. No, we're not doing that in 2024, okay? Be loving or be nothing. All right. Yeah. So let's check the bottom of the deck energy. Okay. So King of Wands here. So you're definitely looking for somebody, again, like I said, to take charge, to take leadership. You want someone to know exactly what they want. You want a partner who's going to be independent, who's going to be sure about themselves. Most importantly, you want someone who's going to be loyal to you, because I'm seeing here as well with the King of Wands in reverse. This is someone who was full of lies, someone who was deceiving, devious. This is someone who was just, promiscuous in their energy. It's just like they just couldn't turn down a woman to save their life. If somebody was interested in them, they would give them the time of day because they're just so, overactive, sacral and root chakra. I'm sorry. This person had an overactive root chakra. Okay. And, I feel like you want somebody who's going to really just take charge and just show you that they're loyal. You want somebody who is head over heels for you, who's going to pull out all the stops. But honestly, the way you're going about it, it's not going to work out. Okay. It's not going to work out the way you think it's going to work out, friend. Okay. Because all you're doing is attracting these type of people who like to play games, because they say, oh, okay, I see she like to play games. Why play your little fucking game with you? Okay. And I'm going to try to get you out of this hard interior shell. And then when I do, I'm going to ghost your ass. And then when I do, I'm going to play your ass, because people like to play games like that. And so, narcissists, I'm attracting narcissists. So maybe you were doing this in the past. Okay. Maybe you're doing this in the past and you're not in this energy anymore, but you try to make people work really hard to get your time and your attention and your love. And it played out in you attracting narcissistic people who like to play games, because essentially this is a game that you're playing. And so I see you guys, I'm not going to speak too soon, but I'm hoping that you're going to let go of this, or that you've already let go of this. Okay. So now let's take a look and see the circumstances you are currently experiencing. Okay. So this card is going to be when you sit in the middle of an emotional situation for too long, your perspective on the whole situation, it gets, you get confused, right? And so if you can't see your problem clearly, there's no way you can see the solution, right? And so this card is going to show up in the situation position, and it's going to help you to see what's truly happening right now outside of the biased judgments that you may have, so that you can kind of get a realistic view of what you're facing right now. So I kind of feel like I've already given you guys this, but from your stance, the reason why you are in this Five of Swords energy is because you've been hurt and people be playing games. You know what I'm saying? Look at that. Five of Pentacles. Yeah, and you just been by yourself, and you just been alone. You just been chilling by yourself. You know what I mean? But we're going to get a outside perspective on the realistic view of what you are currently facing right now, if that makes sense. So let's go ahead and see. So this may be your perspective of why you do, but we're going to get the actual perspective. Okay. And we have the Page of Swords coming out, you guys, okay? Another sword card. So a lot of you guys could be in your head about a lot of things. A lot of you could be Air, Aquarius, Gemini, Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus energy as well, okay? This is you. Look, this is about being guarded. Okay, it says here protective, guarded, fairness, planning, one who is calculating and unconcerned about the feelings of others, right? So this feels like, you're coming across again as being calculated, somebody who's running or playing games. And in reality, you're somebody who's literally guarding your heart. I genuinely feel like that. You're literally guarding your heart. And it's like, even though you may be suffering from, or afraid of being alone forever, or never finding the person, it's like, it's better than being dogged out. It's better than being lied to. It's better than being cheated on. It's better than being abused. It's better than, dealing with this underhanded behavior, So right now, again, you guys are in a space where you are very calculated when it comes to who you choose to pursue, who you choose to allow to pursue you in relation to romantic relationships. So this is where you are now. This is not where you're going to stay. So don't get worried. All right. So let's see how to turn your obstacles into opportunities. All right. Let's see how to turn these obstacles into opportunities. All right. So the difference between a challenge and an opportunity is just the perspective, right? So this card is going to show you any circumstances related to your love life that could be difficult, but that you can also use as your advantage. So I'm interested to see what card is going to be, how's this going to be used as your advantage? But let's see how this is going to be used how this can be used to your advantage. Okay. Well, this is interesting. So we have the 8 of Cups coming out here, and this is about moving on, abandonment, abandoning plans, walking away, self-analysis, self-discovery, looking for the truth, okay? And so what I feel like this is about, how you turn your obstacles into opportunities, is Spirit wants you to know that you've already mastered walking away, okay? You have already mastered letting go. You've already mastered identifying, red flags into people that you interact with, not just in relationships, but just in life in general. You know a red flag when you see one, okay? But now, the part that I feel like Spirit wants you to focus on is trusting yourself outside of the heartbreak, outside of the betrayal, outside of the lies, outside of the pain. You've been through the pain already. You can now trust yourself to know that you're not going to stay in a situation that does not make you feel honored, that does not make you feel loved, that does not make you feel respected, that does not make you feel passionate. You're not going to stay. You're just not. It's not going to happen. You're not going to stick around if it's nothing to stick around for. So you don't have to be on guard when it comes to meeting new people, because you know when it's time to walk away. And you have no problem doing so based upon the previous hurt, pain, sadness, and the betrayal that you've experienced in your past. And this is how Spirit wants you to turn this obstacle into an opportunity. Yes, the obstacle is you attracting the right one. The obstacle has been you being hurt and you being betrayed and you being lied to, you being manipulated and led on by someone in the past. But the benefit to whatever happened in your past is that now you're not going to let nobody string you along. You're not going to let nobody play games with you. You're going to simply walk away. So you can give people the benefit of the doubt. You can give people a chance. You can try to get to know new people. Because trust and believe, from all the shit that you went through in your life, when the going is not good, when something feels toxic, you will indeed walk the fuck away. You will. And in the past, you may have struggled. You may have been in a relationship for a long time. You may have tried to give someone the benefit of the doubt. You may have tried to see the good in this person, and it kept you in a relationship longer than you would like it to have been. It kept you in trauma longer than you would have liked to been in. But the beauty to this is, again, that you know when it's time to let go. You know when it's time to emotionally disconnect yourself. Okay? All right. So now let's go ahead and see card number 4. And so card number 4 is going to represent the events that have recently impacted your love life. So this is going to be the recent past card that's going to see life, how it may be impacting your love positively or negatively. Events that may have directly affected your love life, that may have caused a shift in your feelings or mindset, which led you to be in this Five of Swords energy here of defeat. Okay. All right, can you guys share the live for me? All right. So let's go ahead and see any past influences. Let's go ahead and see any past influences. All right, let me dibble, dabble, dibble, dabble, dibble, dabble. Okay. All right. Let's go ahead and see how the past has really shaped you, which I feel like we kind of touched on that already, but yeah, let's just take a look. All right. Let's see. All right, so we have the World card in reverse, which is so interesting here. And then we have the culmination, which is the Ten of Pentacles coming out, you guys. So, I feel like you guys have been you've been working really hard on yourself. Okay, you've been working really hard on creating financial stability and security. You may have been trying to rebuild relationships within your family dynamic or getting clear on what family means for you. Okay, the Ten of Pentacles is about a long-term relationship where you guys are locked in. You know what I mean? Like, you guys are locked in. You guys are responsible. There's a family business. You know what I mean? It's just, I feel like you guys have been getting really clear on your values and, what family means to you, what love means to you. What does it really mean? What does a successful relationship look like and feel like for you? And I feel like you've been taking a look at yourself, recognizing where you want to be financially, where you want to be emotionally, where you want to be spiritually, where you want to be mentally, and where you want to be physically. Holistic healing, okay? In order to attract the person that you're meant to be with, because a part of this feels like accountability. That's what I'm hearing. Spirit is showing me that you've been very accountable. Not saying that this person from your past wasn't toxic, but I see that you recognize that there are a lot of things that you did that were beneath you. Okay. And there are a lot of things that you had to grow up from. And there are a lot of parts about yourself that you had to grow into spiritually. Okay. And so what I'm seeing here is that you started to hold yourself accountable for the abandonment issues maybe you had growing up, for your ability to always want to see the good in every person that you're with, to where you want to love people even when they show they don't even love themselves. You had to really deal with those emotional wounds that you had, and it's caused you to see the bigger picture of things. It's caused you and it's allowed you to desire more for your life, to desire more for your children or your future children, to desire more for yourself, because you recognize that there is something so unique about you and about the gifts and about the healing that you bring into any romantic relationship, that you only want to deal with someone who really wants to do the work, who really wants to heal. Not saying they have to be perfect, not saying they have to have everything together, but if they're not willing to work on themselves, then you're recognizing that they're not willing to work on a relationship. They're not compatible for a partnership. So again, you've been doing the work, and a lot of things have been coming to the surface for you regarding what you need to work on in order to attract that divine partnership that you want to attract into your life. So I'm so happy for you guys. Okay, that's very good. Okay, especially coming out in the past position here. So this tells me that maybe in the past you thought that you were going to have it all with this person. You thought that there's going to be this power couple type vibe with you and this person. And maybe for a while you even believed that it was. But it's like something clicked. I don't know what that is. Let's pull the mini cards. Something happened here that shattered, I don't know why I'm hearing that word, but shattered your dreams. But it also gave you a clear perspective on a harsh reality, okay? Okay, so we had the Nine of Pentacles coming out in reverse. And the Nine of Pentacles comes right before the Ten of Pentacles, okay? In tarot, we have the Nine of Pentacles and then the Ten of Pentacles here. So this tells me that you realize that this person was draining not only your money, okay, your resources. Look at that. Queen of Cups underneath the deck in reverse. They were draining you emotionally, energy vampires. You were pouring so much into this relationship that you couldn't hold a dollar to save your life. You couldn't keep any money. Okay, you felt very emotionally depleted. If you have kids, you didn't even have energy to pour into your kids. You were very irritable and cranky, and you really didn't understand why. It's because you realized that this person was not only affecting you financially, but they were affecting you emotionally as well. Okay, for some of you, to the point, look, King of Swords, okay? Again, Aquarius, Gemini, Libra. This could have been a King of Swords, okay? This was somebody who was very manipulative, okay? They knew how to make you do what they wanted them to do. They may have come across very smart, very intelligent, okay? But it's like they knew how to manipulate you, to use you for money, to use you for emotional support, to keep you stuck or stagnant, to keep you, ooh, y'all, look at that. Three of Cups. Look at that. Three of Cups. This person had you cutting off your friends left and right. Look at that. Arguments, confrontations all the time. Baby, Two of Cups in reverse. This is just a mess. This is just a disaster. It was like, it was one thing after the other happened with this person. And with this Queen of Pentacles right here, this tells me that before you was with this person, you was good. Everything was straight. Okay? You were good financially, you were good emotionally, you were good with the kids, everything was square one. And it's like you got with this person and you start to see your life go downhill. Okay, that's what I am hearing. Look at that Death card. Death card represents change and transition. So there was a huge shift, a change that happened when you came in contact with this person, and something happened. This could even be, I don't know why I'm hearing this, a near-death experience that you had that caused you to wake up from this person, okay? Okay. All right, so next let's take a look at spiritual and subconscious energies to pay attention to. So this is going to be about how you move basically through your love life moving forward from this reading, what lessons are available to you. This is about helping you realize the greater meaning of what's going on, what has happened to you in the past, and how your personal integrity plays a role in the decisions that you make now, okay? So let's see how you're gonna be moving forward, okay? And then we're gonna pull some oracle cards. All right, let's see how you're going to be moving forward. All right, let's see how you are going to be moving forward. Okay, well, Spirit said what Spirit said. Okay, so we have the 9, which is the Hermit card coming out here. So this is you doing some soul searching, okay? This is about spiritual enlightenment, self-reflection. I don't feel like you're coming out of solitude anytime soon. I'm not gonna sit here and sugarcoat it. I don't feel like you're coming out of solitude right now. You realize that you have some things that you need to work on. For some reason, I'm also hearing that you're currently going through a spiritual awakening at this time, and it's helping you to learn a lot about yourself, okay? Learn a lot about yourself. So, you know, when I said in the beginning of this reading, you know, you being in the in-between, or some of you guys being in the in-between, this is what I'm speaking to. This is the in-between between walking away, letting go, with being hurt, with feeling betrayed, with understanding that you won't allow this to happen to you again, with realizing your infinite potential and knowing what you want and desire in a relationship, and then taking a break to co-conspire with the universe, co-conspire with the Creator for manifesting a true divine partnership, okay? So this is where I see you guys at, okay? Underneath the deck, we have the 3 of Wands coming out, and this is about success, you know, experiencing life. A lot of you guys may be traveling a lot. You may even be in a space to where you're open to meeting people outside of your comfort zone that maybe you wouldn't normally, you know, give a chance to, you know. I do see that as well. So let's see if we can see what happens after this hermit mode. I actually want to pull with these cards. Let's see what's going on after this hermit mode. The Spirit's going to show us where you're going to be at once you come out of this spiritual isolation. Okay. Spirit, where are they going to be at? 4 cards. 4 cards. But let me see how many cards first. Hold on, y'all. Cards. 2 cards. All right. So 2 cards. 1, 2. So we're gonna put this one up. All right, so let's see what 2 cards we have. We have the Ace of Cups coming out here and the Star card. So this is your hope being renewed. Okay, Ace of Cups is about new beginnings, about fresh starts, new love. You're finally going to be ready to pour into other people because you've literally spent this spiritual time in this Hermit card pouring into yourself. You spent this time pouring into yourself and figuring out what you want, what you desire. And I feel like as well, you've learned how to make your own self happy. You've learned how to fill your own cup up. You learned how to not be in a relationship in order to be happy. Okay, that's beautiful. Okay, that's beautiful. I love that for you. So now let's go ahead and pull some additional oracle messages for you guys. For singles. Let's see. 1 card, please. All right. Look, we have hope. What did I just say? So your hope is definitely being renewed after this period of spiritual isolation. Okay. Wow. All right. Now, let's go ahead and pull from this deck here. Look, underneath the deck, look, we have love yourself first, okay? And this is definitely what I feel like you guys are doing. You're learning how to love yourself first, like I said. Like, you know what? Let me learn how to love me so I won't be expecting anybody else to do it. So let's go ahead and see. All right, how many cards for this one? 1 card, okay. All right, so we have express your love. Okay, so go ahead and make the romantic gesture. So I feel like this is about you guys finally being okay and removing that heart chakra blockage, and you being open to expressing your love with another person. You being open to having a good time. You being open to being who you are, because I naturally feel like you're a very loving person with that Queen of Cups. You're very nurturing, loving, compassionate, but people just had you fucked up. Okay, people just had you fucked up. And so you had to literally close that off to kind of figure out, you know, what's going on. Why me? Why people playing with me? Why are you playing in my face? You know? So let's go ahead and pull 1 more oracle card for you guys. All right. Period. All right. Let's go ahead and take a look. This oracle deck spirit. All right. 3 cards. All right, let's see. What's the message? One, 2, 3. All right. So we have don't let pride get in your way. Okay, full moon in Leo. Okay, some of you guys could be a Leo, sun, moon, or rising. We have, let me get these 4 chords in order. Okay, we have balancing spirituality and practicality. Like I said, that's what you guys are doing. Okay, you're taking a break. You're balancing out. You're getting things in balance here. You're going on, like, I'm hearing the word sabbatical. Okay, like going on a break. You know, like, let me figure this shit out on a spiritual level. And then we have nothing will come of this situation. So I'm hearing 3 messages here. Okay. So for some of you, this is about you not allowing pride to get in the way. In this 5 of Swords energy, you staying stuck, stubborn. Okay. Leo is a fixed sign. You staying stuck and stubborn and still, you know, even hearing this message and saying, I still don't want to love. I still don't trust nobody. I still, you know, you being in that position and not being able to invite, you know, new love into your heart space. And with this full moon in Pisces here, balancing spirituality and practicality, this is about you not being stupid. This is about you having a very practical approach to love, but also you tapping into your spirituality, your intuition, and allowing that to be a guiding force for you to make decisions as it relates to love and who and what you open your time and your energy into. And with nothing to come of this situation, I feel like this is in relation to maybe those of you who are listening to this, and maybe you may be a bit stubborn again to the message. Okay, you may be a bit stubborn to the message. You may still think that a relationship with someone that you were with is going to work out. You know, it's going to, you're going to figure it out. Okay, and so this is spiritual confirmation that Spirit is saying, until you get to this position of being able to walk away and move on, nothing is going to change of this situation. You're going to continue to be lied to. You're going to continue to see this underhanded, deceitful behavior, you know, but until you move beyond that, which is no shade, everybody has their own timing with things like this, you know. Yeah, your hope is not going to be renewed as it relates to your love life. Okay. All right. Singles. All right. Okay. All right, so that is the end of the reading for my singles. If you like this video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. If you haven't already subscribed to my YouTube channel, please sure to be do so, okay? All right.